Yo, hold on. Stop scrolling, because what I'm about to tell you is something that even the most die-hard Floyd Mayweather fans cannot defend right now. The man who called himself Money, the man who carried around bags of cash just to flex, the man who literally named his crew the Money Team, just basically admitted he's broke. Not in those exact words, because this is Floyd we're talking about. But when you line up everything he's said recently, everything his own people are saying behind closed doors, and the moves he's been making, bro, the math is not mathing. Stay with me because this gets wild. Floyd Mayweather, 50-0, has officially announced he is coming out of retirement to fight professionally again. He's signed with CSI Sports, fighting Mike Tyson, and then rematching Manny Pacquiao on September 19th at the Sphere in Las Vegas. And everybody is asking the same thing. Why now? Why at 48? Why after swearing he was done forever? Well, here's where it gets interesting. Mid-interview, Floyd actually slipped up. He was doing what Floyd always does, running through numbers, talking about making north of $400 million between the Canelo and Pacquiao fights. Standard Floyd behavior. But then, almost in the same breath, he says this: "The last time I made $25 million was 10 years ago. $25 million is still great money, but it's not Mayweather money." Read that back. He just told you the money stopped. He admitted the income he was used to hasn't been coming in for a decade. He's not living off earnings anymore. He's living off whatever is left in the tank. And that tank is running a lot lower than the Instagram posts suggest. It's not just fans speculating. People inside his circle are talking. They're saying Floyd owes powerful people a lot of money. Not a little behind on a credit card. Serious debt to serious people. One source said plainly, he'll be at your local nightclub hosting because he needs that action right now.
The only reason Floyd Mayweather is coming out of retirement to box again against Mike Tyson is because he's broke. Now, I know there's going to be a lot of haters that are going to try to argue with this, blah, blah, blah. But in 2017, his team filed an IRS petition explaining, hey, we'll pay back the $22 million in back taxes, but the only way we can do it is because we're so cash poor is that we have to take the Conor McGregor fight. And that was signed and delivered. You can Google it. I'm not making that up. And there's things you don't play with. And the IRS is something you don't play with. And he clearly says, hey, we don't got the money to pay back these taxes. And we're cash poor. And I'm assuming that's what's happening again because he makes a ton of money. Great boxer, but financial literacy is not his strength, and you're starting to find that out now.
His own staff protested outside his LA gym holding signs reading, "The Money Team has no money." Workers saying checks were late, promises broken, they couldn't feed their families. Then there's the IRS chasing back taxes, allegedly $33 million owed to Gervonta Davis, and Logan Paul reportedly still waiting to get paid from their exhibition. The list of people waiting on Floyd keeps growing, and these aren't small names. And then there's the $340 million lawsuit against Showtime networks. Floyd claims they helped misappropriate hundreds of millions of his fight earnings. He calls it principle. But Mike Tyson looked him dead in the camera and said, "If you're financially secure, why are you suing Showtime for $340 million?" Floyd had no clean answer. He got defensive and was literally holding up chains and watches through a video call trying to prove he's wealthy. That's not confidence, that's panic-wearing designer jewelry. And the internet has fully clocked this. Twitter is not letting Floyd breathe right now.
Yaya Mayweather, it is time for you to go ahead and start a business or get a job. They are saying that your daddy is going broke, that he owes the IRS, and he has a gambling problem and an addiction to women. To be honest, it doesn't surprise a lot of us, but it's time for you to actually use your nepotism to get ahead. Do something. Become an actor, start a business, open a restaurant, do something other than sitting online trying to figure out if Jazz's ring was made in a lab or not, and if your baby daddy is going to come and see you today. It doesn't matter anymore. Your daddy's going broke. That's a big deal. Worrying about her ring will have your rings getting seized to help pay off his debt to the IRS. It's time to do something for yourself. Do something great because that rapper money, it's not going to last you very long. You see how they work. The money comes when it comes less and less, and they always have an excuse for why they can't give it to you on your time. You see how he did you on your baby's birthday, didn't help pay for it initially, didn't even show up. Your dad showed up and he gave you the money on the back end when he felt like it. That's no way to live. It's time for you to do something great for yourself because it seems like your daddy might need a little bit of help. Just saying.
One account posted, "Floyd Mayweather fighting 3 times a year at 50 years old is the wildest recession indicator ever. Dude wasn't this active even in his prime. In his actual prime, Floyd fought once a year maximum. Now suddenly at nearly 50, he's got a packed schedule. The hunger only comes back like that when there's a real reason for it." Then there's this one that really cuts deep. Someone wrote, "Floyd Mayweather needed a good manager. To be $54 million in the red after earning $1 billion just makes all that flexing so juvenile and unintelligent. No sponsorships, no regulation, just a bunch of equally uneducated yes men and yaya. Just sad. $1 billion in career earnings and allegedly $54 million in the red. That's not bad luck. That's a system failure. No real advisors, no checks and balances, just yes men while the money walked out the door. And the simplest one of all. Floyd Mayweather is proof that any amount of money can be blown. 700,000 views. Because people aren't even angry at this point. They're just shaking their heads. Timothy Bradley said it best. When you have options, you sit pretty at 50-0 and you don't call nobody. When you need it, you call the names you used to avoid. Floyd dodged a Pacquiao rematch for a decade. Now, suddenly, it's happening. Unlike LeBron, Magic, and Shaq, Floyd never built anything real underneath the lifestyle. Just spending. And eventually, the spending always wins. And here's the part nobody really wants to talk about. Floyd's entire brand, the TBE slogan, the Money Mayweather persona, all of it is built on one thing. That's zero. 50-0 is not just a record, it's the product. It's what he sells. The moment that zero disappears, the whole marketing machine collapses overnight. No more greatest of all time conversations. No more untouchable legacy. Just another fighter who came back too late and got caught. And the cruel irony is that he's putting that zero on the line specifically because he needs money. The very thing he's fighting to protect his finances could end up costing him the only thing more valuable than cash, his legacy. Because you can potentially rebuild a bank account. You cannot rebuild 50-0. Once that's gone, it's gone forever, and no amount of Instagram flexing or nightclub hosting will ever bring it back.
Floyd Mayweather is broke, and that's going to be tough to understand for some of y'all because a lot of y'all is broke too. We just talking about more going out than is coming in. That's it.
I don't think he broke, but
It's as simple as that.
He still.
You could have $1 million and be broke. You could have $10 million and be broke. He's popped.
Nigga, Jewel in Miami just sued him.
What you think? He said?
Yeah.
What you think he said?
1.4.
Headache.
Being pop don't seem so bad if you can go out and pick up a little quick 40-50 in a couple weekends.
Yeah.
There's worse pops.
40, 50.
Way
Maybe
worse.
more than that. Maybe more. I don't know.
I think him and Tyson. I think the purse is 150.
Hey.
Then him and Pacquiao purse gonna be every bit of 200 minimum.
Yeah, it's not a bad pop.
He's going to have to
That's
go
not a bad place to be.
do that 7 more times.
Joe, if you think I wouldn't.
The man made over $1 billion. And somehow, someway, here we are. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think Floyd is genuinely broke, or is this all just noise? Hit that like button because this story is nowhere near finished.